All right. In the interest of building all members' business skills, a different member each week is charged with presenting on a topic of their choosing for a 3-minute business growth section. Andrew Brew, since you're in, and you've done this plenty of times in other groups, I'm appointing you as the educational spokesman for today. I reckon for all the years that we have known each other and been out networking together, you would have a business tip that you can pass on to the rest of us. So you've got up to 3 minutes to give us a tip.
We used to warn people of this, Misty.
Yes, I know. And of late, I've been teaching people that it's okay if I don't warn you, you won't know.
Okay. Message received. Okay. Let's talk about your personal style and other people's personal style and how to interact in a networking context. Really quickly, who considers themselves outgoing? Well, think of it anyway, outgoing versus reserved. Right hand up if you're outgoing, left hand up if you're a reserved person. Got to choose, Carla.
I just don't know my left from right, but you're right.
Outgoing, reserved. Okay, set that in your mind. When you're dealing with decisions, situations, things you've got to achieve, with situations, are you more focused on getting a result or on making sure everybody's happy? That is, are you task-oriented or people-oriented? Task-oriented, right hand. People-oriented, left hand. Okay. So set those in your mind. Now, where I'm going with this is the DISC behavioral profiling system. This is something I use with my clients all the time. It's a great way of understanding really quickly how you tend to interact with people. Also, you can identify other people using that quick binary. Are they outgoing, reserved? Are they people-oriented, task-oriented? Which quadrant do they fit into? Which quadrant do you fit into? And therefore, how you react. If you are outgoing and people-oriented, actually, if you're outgoing and task-oriented, you're a D, D-I-S-C. D stands for decisive. So Richard Branson, for example, is decisive. If you're outgoing, people-oriented, you're the influencer. You're bright, you're sparkly, you're colourful, you're the life of the party. If you're reserved and people-oriented, you're a stabiliser. That's for stabiliser. So you're great at listening, you're great at making sure everybody's happy, keeping the team going. And if you're reserved and task-oriented, you're compliant and correct. You make a great accountant, great actuary. You get things right. Now, how does this affect your networking? First of all, understand which of those you are, but particularly be able to apply a quick grid like that to the people you meet. Think, who is this person? Because how they will respond to you depends on their behavioural style. If they're a D, they want you to be decisive, and they will be influenced by something being dynamic. If they're an I, they'll be influenced by what you're offering being popular. If they're an S, they'll be influenced by what you're offering or what you'll be persuading them of being something that everyone wants. And if they're high C, they'll be influenced by your being correct, but you're being right. So if you know who you are, and if you know who they are and you are, you can adjust you can play to your strengths, you can adjust your weaknesses, deal with who they are for best results in networking, in sales, in team management, all sorts of ways. That's all. Thank you, Misty.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Andrew. See, I knew you'd be able to come up with something. That was fantastic. Thank you so much. And interesting, I bring this up often, but I said it to a new person just yesterday too, is when it comes to the C person, the compliance person, as salesmen, it is very hard for salesmen to sell to a compliance person. Think of Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. He won't listen to us, the salesman, but he will listen to someone who's bought something from us and recommended it. So if someone like Sheldon, a compliance person, believes in the person that's recommending someone else, they'll buy because of the belief in that person but they won't buy from a salesman, directly from a salesman. Now, how this
They'll go
works in
through the
sales
checklist
is
first.
just know that the compliance people, the rules related, the accountants, the lawyers, the mortgage brokers, those sort of people, as a general rule, are harder to directly sell to. So you have to let them do it themselves. You can only tell them what you do and then leave them be so that they can go off Google and make their own choice. If you know that in sales, then you won't kill yourself trying to convert someone who actually wants to sit there and puzzle it out first before they come back. So there you go. Thank you so much, Andrew. Really love hearing disc profiling stuff. It's always very cool. Thanks.